All right, we're all here. Okay, I want to give you two important updates. I was sequencing today. This is very exciting. I was sequencing today for some leg opening, and we're going to do some twisting and some hamstring opening. And I don't like to give you guys too many spoilers, but it got to a point in the sequence where it felt like perhaps the logical next step was to do a twisted half moon pose, and I decided not to do that. So that's, I feel like, worth announcing that we will not be doing a classic unfavorite. And the other important announcement, which actually is important, is that you all have been so completely inspiring to me, the way that you show up for class all the time and your generosity with your time and your financial support. And last week, we together made a pretty substantial amount of money that I donated all to Phil Abundance. And I wanted to tell you all that because, you know, your practice means so much to me. And I think that together we're all doing really good work in the world. So you should feel good about what you're doing. Let's get started on our backs. You'll need this evening a strap or something that looks like a strap. Allison, give me a thumbs up if you have 4 blocks, 2 for each of you. You have 2 blocks. We'll all need blocks, so get what you have access to. I should have, well, I'm glad you all were here for the announcements, especially the, we won't be doing Twisted Half Moon, and I'll let you know when that would have been. You'll be so thrilled. And when you arrive on your back, you can close your eyes, you can keep them open, you can stretch around, you can move a little bit, you can find stillness right away. Make sure your strap is within reach. You'll want it in a moment. And then do nothing other than become aware of what it feels like to have your back body connecting to the ground. And play around with that in this really subtle way, right? With your breath. Notice how an inhalation can bring heaviness, can bring depth, width. Notice what parts of you expand and contract with your inhale and your exhale. You don't have to do anything to change how you are right now. Just notice. Notice all of the subtleties of you. Take a big breath in through your nose. If it's okay for you, open your mouth, let it sigh out. Maybe do that one more time. Maybe do that 2 more times. And then we're going to start with just some delightful back of the leg opening. So it doesn't matter to me if your left leg is straight or bent on the mat. It will depend a little bit on your flexibility. Loop the strap around the ball of the right foot and then send your right foot skyward. And for me, it always is worth it to like set the arms up in a way that makes this sustainable. So walk the hands up the strap and then till your arms are totally straight, and let your shoulders plug onto the back so they remain really flush with the ground. For now, forget about the hamstring. Let's just stretch the calf. So use the strap to really drag the ball of the foot closer to you and like lift up through the heel. And you can move that. You can make a rhythm with your breath for that. So a huge calf stretch as you inhale. And then you can kind of flick the ball of your foot into the strap so that you come out of that stretch a little bit. Just do it a few times. Oh. And for me, it feels really interesting as the toes are really dragging towards the floor and the heel is kicking up. It's interesting to use my right hand a little bit more and feel the way the stretch moves into the inner calf. And then other way, like use the left hand to roll the ball edge of the foot down. Feel how it stretches to the outer calf. Just play with that for a moment. And then straighten your leg as much as you possibly can. Even out the distribution of the push of the strap up towards the ceiling. Flare through the toes a little bit so your leg's really working. Just take a big breath in here. Soften your belly as you exhale. And then release the strap. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee. Widen your arms to a T and then drop both of your knees over to the right. Hip height will be perfect. And then roll over onto your right side. Swim your left arm beyond you. So you almost have like the right arm threading the needle. And then keep rolling. Keep your legs as they are. You can adjust towards the middle of your mat. Release your right arm to like a Sphinx pose shape. I meant to have us start at the other edge of the mat, but you can listen. So you have Sphinx pose in the upper body and this twist shape in the lower half of you. And then for a moment, with your breath, rock weight into your right elbow, rock weight into your left elbow, rock weight into your right elbow. Feel how this changes the sensation of twist. And then find a place that's even distribution of weight from right elbow to left elbow. And then with your left knee, that's the one on the top, slide the knee and the hip back in space so you can stack perfectly your left knee on top of your right knee. That gives me a much different sensation of twist. And then do that a few times. Let the left knee kind of roll forward beyond the right knee and slide it back. So your hip's stacking on top of your other hip. Just find a place in stillness that gives you the deepest sensation of twist for a moment. And breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Good. And then stay where you are. Straighten your right leg away from you. Reach your left leg towards the foot edge of your mat. And then breathe here. Kick through the right heel, that place where you just stretched a moment ago. Kick through your left heel, straighten your leg as much as you can. Bring weight more onto your left elbow. Lift out of your right shoulder. Send your heart forward. Breathe. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Let it go a little bit. Bend the knees back to that H shape. Thread the needle. Right arm reaches back towards the right. Roll all the way onto your back. Left arm reaches towards the left. You're in a supine twist. Enjoy. Let your left shoulder heavy. Let your jaw soften. Let your eyeballs soften. Yeah. Bring your knees back through center. Feet on the floor. Feel the difference side to side. Cool. And then before we get started here on the second side, just shift your weight over to the right a little bit. That will give you some more space. And then loop the strap around the ball of your left foot. Send your left leg towards the sky with your right leg bent or straight. Does not matter to me. And start with the calf. Find a rhythm of movement that matches the lofty, lengthy rhythm of your breathing. And then play with rolling weight into your left hand, rolling weight into your right hand. You can do this slowly or more quickly. It's really about a sensation of yumminess. Last breath or two. Oh. And then when you're ready, release the strap, bend both knees, put the feet on the floor, widen your arms to a T, drop the knees over to the left like you were making an H shape with your legs and your upper body. And then reach your right arm all the way up and overhead. Slide your forearms to the ground so you have this Sphinx pose in the upper body and a twist in the lower body. And then push into the elbows, lift out of the shoulders. Rock, wait for a moment from side to side. Yeah, good. And then find stillness in an evenly distributed place. And play with the twist by rolling the right knee and the right hip back in space, like towards the midline of your mat. So the knee on this side, this is my harder side to twist to. The knee and the hip aren't stacking exactly like they did on the other side. That's okay, right? You probably feel a pretty deep twist at some point. And then find the deepest place of a twist for you. Send your left leg, that's your bottom leg, away from you. Send your right leg towards the foot edge of your mat. You can stay on the inner part of the foot and then kick through both of the heels. Reach your heart forward. Lift up and out of your left shoulder. Soften your neck, soften your jaw, soften your tongue. Breathe in and out. And we'll reverse the way we came in. So bend both knees back to that H shape. Thread the needle right. Left arm reaches back to the left. Right arm sweeps to the right. You're in your supine twist. Let the legs be heavy. Let your right shoulder get heavy. Yeah. And then come back to your center. You can take a moment or two in stillness. You can take a happy baby. You give yourself a squeeze. I give you a few options, but you know that your options are endless. They're unlimited. And then we will meet in a wide-legged forward fold at the top of the mat. So you can definitely use your hands to help you make your way there. Feet as wide as the mat, please. Toes pointing straight ahead. Heels pointing straight back. Blocks, you will need them, and you will not need them anywhere other than at the top of your mat. So you can set them up close by. If you want them here for this wide-legged forward fold, go right ahead. And then maybe shift weight into one leg as you bend that knee. And switch sides, maybe. Big breath in. Huge sigh out. Make your way to center. Soften both knees, please. Rock weight forward into the balls of the feet and the heels. Just feel yourself rolling around on the feet. And find a place that feels really evenly distributed and roll your way all the way to stand, arms to the sky. Please. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, carry your hands together in front of your own heart. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Feel your heart beating. Let your shoulders soften. With your eyes closed, breathe your breath into your front body. With your eyes closed, breathe your breath into your back body. With your eyes closed, breathe into your side body, get wider. With your eyes closed, take a 3-dimensional breath. Get wide in every direction. Exhale, draw in towards your infinite center. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. You can keep your eyes closed. You know what's happening in space. As you exhale, soften the knees, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, fingertips to the mat, look up halfway. As you exhale, soften the knees, plant your palms, step your left foot back to a lizard lunge. You can pat up the knee if you'd like, lower the left knee down as you inhale. Send your heart way forward, almost like you were taking a cow spine. As you exhale, round into the back, take a cat kind of thing. Upper back rounds. 2 more. Inhale, heart moves forward, shoulders slide back. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, we add from here as you round, push your right leg straight. You can grab your blocks if you want them. Inhale, bend into the knee, move your heart forward. Exhale, push the leg straight as you round into the back. Last one, inhale. Exhale, drive the hips back as you push the leg straight. Inhale, bend into your right knee. Exhale, right knee meets left knee. Plant your palms, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck your toes, slide your hands back at your sides. Tent up on fingertips as you inhale, roll your shoulders onto your back, float your chest up. Inhale here. Exhale, breathe into the waist. Inhale, float your right leg up off the mat, lift your chest a little higher. Exhale, soften your chest, don't lower it, right leg comes down. Inhale, left toes float up, left leg lifts, chest lifts. Exhale, lower the chest a little bit, left foot comes down. Inhale, both legs lift, chest floats up. Exhale, lower to the forehead. Slide your forearms to the top of the mat, come up for Sphinx pose. Exhale, curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your thighs, lift your hips, float your belly up, you're in forearm plank, breathe in. Widen your knees, untuck your toes, seat towards heels, walk your hands back, child's pose. Inhale, palms to the mat, shift forward, table. Exhale, tuck your toes, down dog, just for a moment. Soften both of your knees, swivel both of your heels to the right, bend your right knee, stretch for the left side body, stretch for the left calf. Inhale through center, exhale, same thing, second side, left knee bends, right heel grounds down, big stretch for the calf. Inhale through center, exhale out the mouth, inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot wide of your right pinky finger. Keep your palms planted for this. As you exhale, check it out. You might need to try this a couple times before it feels smooth. As you exhale, tap your left knee towards your left tricep. Ooh. Inhale, send the legs slowly back to that lizard lunge. Exhale, knee taps the tricep. Slowly step back. 2 more. Exhale, knee to tricep. You're balancing on your hands and your one foot. Last one, knee to tricep. Step wide. Fingertips to the mat, legs straighten, head hangs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, heart forward like a cow spine. Exhale, round into the back like a cat. Inhale for cow. 2 more. Your breath, your pace. Last one, inhale. The exhale will bring you into a hamstring stretch. Push the left leg straight. And then 3 pulses, just like that. Inhale, bend into the knee, move the heart forward. And exhale, push the leg straight, round into the back. Last one. Inhale, bend into the knee. Step your left knee to meet your right knee. You're in a knees down plank pose, hands to the mat, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Slide your hands back at your sides, untuck your toes, inhale, lift your chest. Lift your left leg, chest up. Soften the chest, don't lower it all the way as your left foot comes down. Inhale, right leg lifts, chest up. Lower your chest a little, lower your right foot. Inhale, chest floats up, legs up. Exhale, forehead down. Slide your forearms forward for Sphinx pose, elbows in. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees, lift your hips, lift your belly. Forearm plank, breathe in. Exhale, knees widen, toes untucked, child's pose. Walk your way back. Inhale to table. Exhale to down dog. Calf stretch. Again, swivel your heels to the left first this time. Left knee bends in. Push your hands down and away. Feel the right calf stretch. Should just feel good. Come through center, second side. Heels through center. Left leg to the sky. As you exhale, step your left foot wide of your left pinky. Keep your palms down. You can put them on blocks. My legs are so disproportionately long compared to one another, I mean. And then we're gonna do that like core crunch thing. The left knee will tap, the right knee will tap the right tricep and then slowly step back. Right knee taps right tricep, slowly step back. Last one, slow tap, step wide, legs straighten, head hangs, fold. Bend your knees, roll your way up to stand, arms to the sky. Exhale, carry your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your chin to your chest, just breathe. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your blocks for sure this time. As you inhale, look up halfway. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the right so they are clear off your mat. And then swivel all 10 toes to the right. So you're setting up for a pyramid pose. Walk your left foot to the left a little bit. And then feel that hint of a calf stretch. Push your left heel into the mat so much that your left thigh starts to drive back. Claw into the blocks, send your heart forward, and send your right hip back. So remember when we were on our side bodies in the beginning? This is like the left hip kind of scrubbing towards the middle of the mat. There's like a real shift in sensation in your right leg. Last breath in here, heart forward. Oh, good. Bend both knees. Walk your hands back towards the top of the mat. Turn your toes to face forward. Put your hands on the mat. Step your left foot back to a lunge. This time, keep your left knee lifted as you inhale, heart forward. Grab your blocks if you want them. As you exhale, push your right leg straight. Inhale, bend into the knee. Exhale, push the leg straight. Last one. Inhale, bend into the knee. As you exhale, soften your left knee to the ground. Climb your right hand up onto your right thigh. Left palm plants down. Big twist here. Push your left hand down and away. Slide the left shoulder onto the back. Push into your right hand. Peel your chest open to the right. Make a circle with your nose so you can find a really soft spot for your neck. No tension there. And then feel the connection of your right hand and your right thigh. Keep the right thigh tractioning in against the hand. Same level of activity. Reach your right fingertips towards the sky. Reach up. Churn from the low belly. Push down into your left hand. Lift out of your left shoulder. Breathe in. Good. Exhale. Right hand down inside your right foot. Step your right foot, your right knee to meet your left knee. Look forward. Lower all the way to the belly. Slide your hands along at your sides. Bend your right knee. Reach your right hand for your right foot. Maybe it will reach, maybe it won't, not a problem. Squeeze the heel in towards the sits bone. And then with your left fingertips, claw onto the mat, lift your chest. Slowly release your right foot, release your right hand. Release your chest a little bit, bend into your left knee, reach for your left foot. Squeeze the heel in towards the sits bone, lift your chest. Let it go. Forehead to the ground. Slide your forearms forward for Sphinx pose. Tuck your toes. Lift your thighs, lift your hips, lift your belly. This time walk your feet in a little bit for dolphin. Push down into the elbows. Heart moves back towards the thighs, but also up. Lift out of your shoulders. Ooh. Good child's pose. Take a rest. Inhale, table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Step your right foot between your palms this time, please. Circle your left heel down. Warrior two. Sink into your right knee. Push into your left foot. Send the thigh bone back. Draw your ribs in and up. Look softly over your right fingertips. Inhale. Soft exhale. Straighten your right leg. Flip your right palm. Reverse your triangle. Keep breathing, please. Inhale. Right fingertips reach forward for triangle pose. Let your whole right side body lengthen as you reach forward, and then lower the right hand without compromising all the length you made in your right side. Your left arm can float up if you'd like. And this is a place I would love for you to have no tension in the neck. So for me, it takes like a couple circles of with the nose to not just understand it, but to feel it. Good. And then bring your left hand to your hip. Look down, bend into your right knee. Your blocks are already at the top of your mat. Use one for half moon pose. Skip your left foot in. Walk your right hand forward. And then balance on your right foot. Keep your hips stacked. Left leg floats up to hip height. Just like you did at the beginning. Curl your toes towards your hip. Kick through your heel. Maybe your left fingertips float up. Wrap your right ribs towards the left. So you're stacking. Good. Last breath here. Slow transition, as slow as you can go. Right? It's okay if you fall over, not a problem. I do all the time. Really arrive. We're going to lower our hands in a moment, but don't rush. Don't rush that transition. Lower your hands to the mat. Spin up onto the ball of your left foot. Walk your hands forward a little bit, and then coil your left knee towards your nose. So this is going to be a tricky transition. We're going to come all the way up to stand. Sometimes I need to put my left foot down. Don't compromise your right hip. Maybe it feels okay for you to do this today. I have to bend into my right knee a lot to come to stand. Now my right hip is burning. Left knee in towards the belly. You got it. Hands to your hips. The tendency here is to pitch backwards. Can you stand on your right foot, lift up through the crown of your head, and then send your left leg straight? It sucks. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Good. Left foot meets right foot. That was horrible. We all have to do horrible things. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Let's widen the feet from whence we came. Grab your blocks. Inhale, look up halfway. As you exhale, walk all 10 of your limbs over to the left. Turn your toes to face the left. And the reason I like to do pyramid setup this way, I think the mat gives you a sense of like a less of an obligation to step your feet really wide. So if your feet have to walk in a little bit towards each other, do that. This is a very challenging pose. Very good. Now dig your right heel into the mat so your whole thigh bone moves back. And then send your heart forward. Think about your left hip sliding back in space, your right hip wrapping forward. Make room for your breath. Expose the whole back body here. Last breath. Inhale, exhale. Walk your way back to center. Soften the knees, plant the palms, step your right foot back to your lunge. Keep your right knee lifted for a moment as you inhale, send your heart forward. As you exhale, push your left leg straight and fold. You have 3 more just like that. Move with your breath, not the sound of my voice. And then the next time your knee is bent in your left knee, lower your right knee down, climb your left hand up onto your left thigh. And take a big twist. And there's so many isometric movements here. So with the right hand, think about pushing down into the ground, like straight into the ground, and then sliding the hand to the right. You could widen the right corner of your mat. And with your left hand, push down and forward. And with your left leg, think about really pushing into the resistance of your left hand. Now keep the action in your left leg. Release your left fingertips towards the sky. Good, last breath in here. Exhale, twist further, stay. Inhale, unwind, good. Left foot meets right foot. Left knee meets right knee, sorry. Lower all the way to your belly. Hands slip back at your sides. Bend your left knee, reach for your left foot. Tent up onto your right fingertips. Even the weight across the pelvis. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, chest lowers a little bit as the left foot releases all the way. Right knee bends, reach for your right foot. Even the weight across the pelvis, lift your chest, squeeze heels towards sits bone. Exhale, release right foot, release chest a little bit. Bend both knees, maybe reach for both feet. You don't have to. Inhale, lift your chest, toes towards the back of your head. They won't touch. Exhale, let it go. Feel your front body connected to the mat. Feel your heart beating. The work that you've done. And then yogi's choice, Sphinx pose to forearm plank to dolphin, maybe just plain old cobra pose to plank pose to down dog pose. You know what's right-est for you. And then from downward facing dog, left foot floats up. And then take a step between the palms. Circle your right heel down. Come up to warrior 2. A few breaths here just to settle in. Feel the weight of the upper body being supported by the legs. Squeeze the heels in, really activate like the underside of you, right? We're these whole beings. The undersides are working, they exist. Actually, even when they aren't working, they're still there. Push your left leg straight. This moment of relief awaits for you as you sail up and back, this reverse triangle pose. And then reach your left fingertips forward. For triangle, left side body really lengthens. Circle out the neck to find that place where there's zero tension in the sides of the throat. The right arm can float up when you're ready. And then we have a half moon waiting for us. So this orientation of right hip stacked on top of left hip, you'll keep that right hand to hip, look down, bend into the left knee. Keep the left toes pointing forward as you skip the right foot in, balance on the left foot and float the right leg up high to the sky. Kick through the heel, wrap the toes towards you. Right arm can reach up anytime you're ready. Good, last breath here. Inhale, stay for the exhale. Slowly transition back to warrior two. Land, arrive, don't rush. And then cartwheel your hands to frame your left foot. Spin up onto the ball of your right foot. Coil your right knee in towards your belly. And then you can put your foot down if that feels like a safer transition to you. Sometimes it feels like this will work for me, and sometimes it doesn't. It's like how lit up my hips feel. Right knee eventually comes in towards the belly. Hands around your hips so that you have a sense of where you are in space. You're not leaning back. You're not leaning way forward. And then straighten your right leg. Yuck. I fell. I didn't avoid. Oof. Good. Right foot meets left foot. Inhale, arms to the sky. We have one more little cycle. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Widen your feet, please. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, walk all limbs to the right. This time, keep your left hand on the block. Slide your right hand in towards your right hip crease. And use it to manually drive the right hip crease back. Push into your left hand. Roll your chest open. Right arm maybe to the sky. Maybe not. Good. Right hand down. Walk your way back to center. Ditch your blocks for now. Plant your palms. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Lower your left knee down. Inhale, arms to the sky, crescent lunge. And then connect your palms. Bring your hands just to shoulder height with your right fingertips. Graze the inside of the left arm. Sweep your hand across the chest, open up into a twist. Right fingertips reach behind you as you exhale. Right hand meets left hand again. And then slide right fingertips the whole length of the arm span. Reach your right fingertips back. Last one, connect the palms. Right fingertips graze the inner left arm. Reach back and then fire up your left glute. Reach your right hand down for the back of your left thigh. Flip your left palm, sail up and back. Big thigh stretch here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Spin the left heel down. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Flip your right palm, sail up and back. Triangle, right fingertips forward. Right waist lengthens. Right hand down, left arm floats up. Good. Left hand to hip. Right knee bends, half moon, round two. You just did a big thigh stretch on your left thigh. Option to bend the knee, reach for the foot here. Option. Good, very good, very good. Release your left foot. Bend into your right knee. Big step back to warrior two. Arrive. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Bring your right foot. Left knee in towards your belly. If you have it in you, stand, keeping the leg lifted. If you have to put the left foot down, that's smart too. Left foot reaches forward. Maybe arms to the sky. Left foot meets right foot, hands down at your sides. Last side, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold. Walk your feet wide, grab your blocks. Walk everything over to the left. Turn your toes to the left, widen your right foot to hip distance. Keep your right hand on a block just under your right shoulder. Slide your left thumb into your left hip crease and really notice your right heel. Use your left thumb to slide your hip crease back. Push into the right hand. Oh, maybe left fingertips float up. This is my harder side. I don't want to. Good. Left hand down. Walk it forward. Yeah. Good. Right foot back. Right knee down. Inhale, arms to the sky. Crescent lunge. Palms connect. Arms lower to shoulder height in front of you. With your left hand, graze the inside of the right arm. Rotate the left shoulder back. Left fingertips, reach back. And then close the palms. Left fingertips slide back. Keep bending into your left knee. Exhale. Left hand meets right. Last one. Stay here. Fire up your right glutes. Send your right hip, your right waist forward. Reach your left hand back for your right thigh. Flip your right palm, sail up and back. Oh. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, bring your left foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Heel down, warrior two. We just did a lot on the left leg, so straighten it. Flip the palm, sail up and back. Triangle. Last round of half moon. Right hand to right hip. Bend into your left knee. Walk your left hand forward. Right leg floats up. Bend into your right knee. Maybe you have that option. And then squeeze the heel in towards the sits bone as you kick the foot into the hand. Good. Release the foot if you have it. Slowly transition back to warrior two. No rush. Warrior two. Exhale, hands to the mat. Spin up onto the ball, the right foot, right knee in towards your belly. A big bend in my left knee helps this transition feel not as horrible, although that one didn't feel good. Right foot reaches forward. Notice if you're leaning forward or back. Maybe arms to the sky. Right foot down, hands down. See, this is where we would have done a twisted half moon and it would have been terrible. Everyone would have hated it. Widen your feet as wide as the mat. Turn your toes out. Slowly bend your knees. Sink your hips. It's a malasana. And it's our segue to winding down. If you want to sit on a block, sounds wonderful. I'm already there. If you love malasana, if this pose feels great, especially after all that hugging in, all that twisting, really sink into it. You know, don't let your joints do nothing. Let it feel safe and kind. Let it feel like a thing that adds to your experience in this moment. And then when you're ready, we're going to meet in a super simple seat. So I'm not going to give you instructions on what that looks like. You have props. Make yourself comfy. Make yourself truly comfy. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Close your eyes, please. Lift up through the crown of your head. Soften your shoulders. And just breathe, just feel. Bring up one hand to your belly and one hand to the low back. So the hand that's on the low back is like resistance. And the hand that's on the belly is the one that's going to receive all the breath for the next 4 breaths. Back body stay still. Just breathe into the anterior part of you. And then after 4 breaths, let the hand that's on your belly stabilize the anterior. And you'll breathe into the hand that's on your back, your posterior. It's a little harder. It's okay. And slide both of your hands somewhere along the waist. Breathe laterally. Release your hands to your thighs. Very evenly breathe in a three-dimensional pattern. Front body, back body, side body, side body. As you do that, soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. There's no rush at all when you feel complete here, when you feel ready to move on. Make your way onto your back. Cross your right thigh over your left thigh. Pick your left foot up off the mat and give both of your legs a hug from underneath your left leg. And you can squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Feel that big opening in the right hip. If that's plenty, if that feels like a really wise stopping point for you, take a couple breaths there. If reaching for the ankles with your hands, seems accessible and it will add to the experience of this moment, go ahead. Don't overthink it. Last breath or two here. And then release your feet or your thighs. Put your left foot down. Uncross your left leg. Make like a right angle. So right knee, right hip, right ankle. Make a 90-degree angle, and then just straighten your left leg, and then let your right leg slide down, so that this doesn't feel like a lot of effort. The 90-degree angle turns into like more of like a 120-degree angle in the hip and the knee. And just breathe. Slide your right leg all the way along to meet your left leg. Feel the difference for a moment, side to side. And then bend both of your knees. Cross the left thigh over the right thigh. Pick your right foot up off the mat and give your legs a hug by reaching behind the right thigh. So we're different side to side. There's a possibility that you could access more on the first side, and that's just not a wise possibility here, and vice versa, right? You might even have less mobility on the first side, and here it's actually makes a lot of sense to reach for your ankles. So you decide. Be really mindful of yourself. Breathe fully. Breathe deep. Breathe deeply. Breathe like you're so happy to be alive. Last breath or two here. Whenever you're ready, release the legs. Put your right foot down. Let the left leg just drape open to the left, and then slide your right leg long. Let your left heel stay parallel. So your left lower leg stays parallel with the outer edge of your mat. You just slide it down until it feels like you're in a really comfy stopping place. Slide your left leg long to meet your right leg. Let your knees widen as the soles of the feet find each other, and you create this diamond shape on your mat, on your back. Find a three-dimensional breath once again. Front body, back body, side body, side body. You can stay here for as long as you'd like. The next place will transition together is to the shape of Shava, the corpse. If there's anything else you'd like to do on the way there, go right ahead, please. If you're doing something asymmetrical, just even out, switch sides. And if you're already set up for your final rest, let your breath become more and more and more subtle. And just this whisper like sensation in the back of the throat. It fills up the throat, the neck. And if you're just arriving in Shavasana, settle and resettle. And give yourself permission to be effortless for the next few moments of your day. And perfectly, unapologetically, completely you. No effort at all. As you start to deepen your breath once again, you don't have to force it to do anything. Just notice. Notice this 360-degree view of yourself where the breath naturally starts to fill you up. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. You're simply creating this space for awareness of yourself. Notice if you fill up your front body, your back body, your, your side body. Where does the breath go? When it feels right to let go of stillness, it feels right to start moving again. Anything organic is the way to go. Anything that feels right. Give yourself the next several breaths to build your way back up to a seated position. We were here not that long ago. Maybe it feels okay to sit with the eyes closed. And the invitation is to just sit with your breath for a moment. Notice the space between what the breath naturally wants to do and what your instinct tells you it should do. Notice how it feels to be full. Notice your relationship to empty. These last few breaths, see if you can exaggerate full. Right, get to the top of a natural inhale. Sniff in just a little bit more of your breath. And then a little bit more. And then exaggerate the exhale, make it audible to you. When you get to the bottom, see if you can force a little bit more air from the nose. One more, just like that. As you get to the top of the breath, fill up a little bit more. Do that two times, not 2 more full breath cycles, but fill up a little bit more and then fill up a little bit more. And then as you exhale, make it audible to you. Force out a little more air. And then even a little more air. See where you're kind of holding your reserves. And then inhale, just take a natural breath in. A natural breath out. Inhale, gather your hands together in front of your heart. Exhale, bow your chin to your chest in a gesture of reverence for showing up to this practice, for showing up for yourself. And as you bow to yourself, I bow with reverence and gratitude to all of you for creating this space. It wouldn't be the same without any one of you. Namaste, my friends. Enjoy your night. Namaste.